Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Diane Brooks, and it's been quite a minute. Well, it's been maybe a couple of days, but I'm glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back. Thank you so much for the love you showed me in my previous video. I didn't know you guys like game time. Kumbe, hey. Also, let's forget about how I look. But the way I look right now, I honestly wanted to have a candid conversation with you guys. So the way I look right now is exactly the way I feel, okay? So man, perks of being an entrepreneur, it's been crazy. It's been so crazy. But okay, so how are you doing? Of course, lazima tufanye check-in. Tell me how you're doing. How is everything working out for you? How did the elections go? Did you piga kura? Did you vote for your favorite MPs, MCAs, whatever? And did your 50th? Did he 50th? Because mine did not, and we moved regardless. Bora uhai, okay? So yeah, today I want to talk to us about a career path. Time and time again, I've sat here, I talked about my career and being an INFJ. Every day you discover new stuff, every day you just want to do stuff. But just like Isare, when she sat down and said that, you know what, I'm an entrepreneur till I die, that is what I want to talk to us about, man. So, even when you're busy, I'm going to feel, trust me. Trust me. So here is the story. So this is going to be like a story time. So sometimes you meet someone on your way, ama you just go out to hang out with your friend, and then story na shika. And it's just random. Maybe you umetoka to kurantu errands zako and you're looking the way you want. So I wanted to give this video that feeling. So yeah. That's why I'm looking the way I'm looking. Hakuna kuwa dolled up and shit. Sometimes pia makeup inachokesha, and it also a lot of time. And I haven't done my hair in 3 months now. Tata Jane Shanga, what's going on? But it's okay. Sometimes we look this raggedy, and sometimes we look bomb, and all those times it's still us. And I'm grateful. So I want to talk to you about, it's like a story time when I went to campus, how I went to campus, just basically how I ended up becoming an entrepreneur, okay? Because this is like a celebration. It's a celebration, Sina champagne. I'm looking like a crazy woman. Hi guys, I mean, this is me. You know me, I'm humble. I celebrate my stuff in a very humble way. Yeah. Okay. So what happened was, after I finished campus, well, when I was in campus, I was really passionate about photography. I was really passionate about life and art spoke to me in so many ways. Okay. And when I was in second year, someone is calling me. Let me take this. Yeah, that was a very important call, and I've sent someone out, so they needed to confirm something with me. Anyway, so I was telling you, when I was in second year photography, that's when I discovered, oh my God. When I went to first year, ulikuwa unafanya introduction to everything. Introduction to media, introduction to video, introduction to photography, there you're just learning introduction, and then you pick like what is very interesting for you. So it happened that to me, when I went to second year, photography was what was my major interest. And I was so obsessed. I was so in love with the camera, and I wanted, I really wanted to explore photography, and Victor Peace and Tinsey were one of my favorite photographers. And there's another Turkish photographer that I used to follow on Instagram. He doesn't post as much these days, but he was so bomb. His name was Ozul Khan. or something of that sort, yeah. So second day imefika, mi niko hapo ninaambia mama yangu, mom, I'm thinking of pursuing photography full time, now I'm studying media, and yeah, I want to be a journalist, and I think photojournalism will be my thing, nini nini. So yeah, mi nimemaliza campus. Wait, niko second year bado. So I was also just trying to nikwe to the best student in class most of the times, and just nikwe tu nafanya kazi fiti ya video na photography, because I was really passionate about the cameras, and man, trust me, I was good. So second year imeisha, ndo hiyo mimi mamangu amenibaia kamera, nimeenda third year sasa. Now nikiwa third year, lecturers notice, they think I have talent and photography is my thing. And there's this one particular lecturer, alikuwa anaitwa Jeff. He was so nice. Aki Jeff, I will forever remember you. And I remember nilimgift a backpack after all the favor he did for me. Mase Jeff alinitafutianga gig. My first gig ya photography nilifanya. It's Jeff who tafutiad me, by the way. I did a good job, and the people were the organization I was working for they were very nice. They paid me so well. Na hiyo nilikuwa third year. So I started making money nikiwa third year. Baby, ignore my hair. Please ignore my hair. Just listen to this story, because this is just an encouragement to this. You'll see where I'm going with this. So, well, I'm not yet done with campus, but I'm still making my own money. And I remember there's a time I had to travel all over Nyanza region. Is Migori, Kisumu, Homa Bay, is that Nyanza, I believe? Yeah, so I traveled the entire area just for photography purposes. I even went to one of the most beautiful places by the lakeside. It was gorgeous. It was really gorgeous. And I remember this was in 2016. Nilikuwa third year. And imagine, Jeff used to hook me up here with gigs za photography. Like I could do tutoring. I could tutor during short courses. When I was nikiwa, what do you call it? Nikiwa long holiday. Yes, when I was on long holiday, Jeff used to call me and ananitia gigs, and ananiambia, yo, come, kuna mtu anataka kufunza photography hapa, you come, you can train and stuff like that. So I used to make money. I love money. Guy, if you know me, you know I'm a Kikuyu, and I love money. Nyedete besha, hey, tigatu. So, fast forward to after campus. Now I need to get to work, and I remember nikaenda internship, and my internship, how it is. You're very fresh in the market. Yes, you've fanya da jobo, but this is a jobo that will sort of your business. So when ulikuwa CEO and una manage everything, and now I needed to do internship. Venye wase wanenanga attachment, and then there's a supervisor who comes to see you, and then it was all roses, by the way. It was all roses. I was such a good student. Nilikuwa nadunda sana, but trust me, sikuwahi pata F. Nilipita in class. I was such a good student. And so fast forward to internship, and then I go to internship. I remember when we went for the internship, I was so scared to death. I didn't know what to do. So we went. I was with my classmate, by the way, si wawili. We knew a lady mwenye alikuwa anafanya job huko. She was our friend. So she was like, oh, by the way, you guys can come and intern with us, because we're looking for interns. So like, oh, okay, fine, sawa. So her name was Pauline, by the way. So Pauline akatuambia, let's meet at this and this time. And so we had been in communication the whole time, just trying to figure out, okay, so how do we ace the interview? What do they require? Nini, and that kind of thing. So we were required to do a proposal. You write a proposal about what you can do to the organization. So it's like you're making a proposition for a thing that will work for the organization. So this organization was an NGO, and man, I aced my proposal. That's all I remember. And I worked with them for like 2 years. Even after campus, they still took me, and I still was working with them. They were doing big projects. They're the first people who introduced me to doing big shows. I mean, I've shot a show that has been on Maisha Magicist. I was their content creator. So content creation sijaanza sahi, by the way. But you see now, I remember the proposal was about photography and what photography could do for the organization. It was crazy. Can you imagine? They were mind blown by my proposal, and it was so beautiful. And they were like, "Oh my God, Diana, you're doing so well. Can you just come? And we can't wait to have you in our organization. We can't wait you to be our intern, Nini." Hey, siku ya internship ikafika. Well, I'm saying it come a bed of roses, but it wasn't really bed of roses, but it was really smooth for me. I got the job very easily, to be honest, if you ask me. So fast forward to siku ya kufanya kazi. So I go, my mom amenibaia hapo my official outfits nini, and I'm ready to go to work. So yeah, I do my first month, my second month, and my third month. Trust me, by the time the third month ilikuwa inaisha, sikuwa hata nataka kurudi huko tena. I did not even want to go back there because it felt like, employment is so exhausting. You have to wake up very early. And at the time I was staying in Karen. Yeah, I was staying in Karen. Na job ilikuwa Ngong Road. So nilikuwa napitia Karen, and then you know how it's such a long way. Kutoka where I used to stay, hapo karibu na Galleria, from where I used to stay, hadi Karen could take me like 20 minutes. And then kutoka Karen, hadi where I was working, it was quite a long way. Nilikuwa natumia the long route. I don't understand why. But it felt shorter because I didn't want to go through Tao. Anyway, so I go to employment. I'm acing my job. My supervisor comes, and my boss gives a very good review. Like it's fun and everything, but really at the back of my head I'm like, hey, may I prefer the photography I was doing, because the call times were crazy. Tulikuwa tunafanya testimonials za kampuni. This was a production house, but still it was also, there was like, on the flip side, there was like the non-government, like there was the NGO part of it that had students that walikuwa wanafunzwa about filmmaking, and it was very interesting because tulikuwa tunafanya both client work na kufunza wanafunzi as well. So it was a lot of work, and to me that was very exhausting. So by the time the third month inafika, trust me, hiyo siku yenye nilicount 2 hivi, I can't remember what date it was, but the next day I never woke up. Nililala. I spent the whole day in the house. That's how much I was tired of employment. Imagine, internship, 3 months, done. So see me, I'm done with that internship. I've aced it, wamenipea recommendation letter, wameni clear, wameniambia sawa. So in case you want to come back, you can always come back, things like that. Because I was good at my job, even though I did not like it as much. I think it's the employment part. I think I grew up following rules a lot. And as an adult, inakuwa something like, it doesn't sit well with me when someone tells me you're supposed to do this, you can do this, you should do this. Me, that pisses me off. I don't want to be. I need to get the door. Yeah, so when someone tells me, you should do this, you can do this, or by this time you should have gotten this. Mimi sahi as an adult, I don't want anyone policing me around. I grew up with a very strict mom, and man, wasi wa 90s, mnajua tu how tough it was as kids when they were growing up. Your parents walikuwa go rogue on you. It's not even funny. So that does not sit well with me as an adult right now. So I think that was one thing that I hated about employment. So nimemaliza, I go back to school. after internship, and then I'm here telling how my internship was, nini. But it was so sad that my friend never got the job. I was the one who got it. But it is what it is. We are it was a very competitive interview, and I had to ace it. So yeah, you had to go back to school and report how everything went, how you liked nini, how you liked the internship and what you are doing there and the things you learned and vitu kwa ground, that kind of thing. So I remember one of my professors telling me, by the way, photography will take you a long ways to do what. I'm like, yeah, I'm so proud of myself. Do you know, I had a dream. Do you know what Shutterstock is? Shutterstock is like a website where you can download any kind of image. So that was my goal. And I wanted to create a Shutterstock for Africa. Like, you see how sometimes you see ads and then wanakosa like an African face kuweka. At least these days wame diversify. But then, like back in 2016, it wasn't as rampant. People never used to put African faces a lot, black faces for that matter. And my whole idea was to create a website for Africa like that. Maybe someone can take this as it's a brilliant idea. I still think it's a very brilliant idea. And one time, maybe I'll bring it to life. But my whole idea was to have a website that allows Africans to download images that are African. For example, mtu akichoma mahindi kwa streets hapa Nairobi, someone in Turkana with their, maybe in a cultural day, they're celebrating a certain ceremony, or maybe it's in Kitale, mtu anavuna mahindi. Those are the kind of images I had in my mind. And that's what I wanted to create. And I think that's what blew this guy's mind. And they were like, man, you should bring this to life. But anyway, up until now, your dream iko tu mahali buried. Anyway, so back to employment. So mimi nimemaliza internship, nimerudi shule, nimepeana reports, and I have like a semester or two ndio nimalize shule. So throughout this time, by that time nilikuwa na kamera yangu. Actually, kamera yangu nilipata nikiwa internship. So that's when nikaenda hizo gigs zenye Jeff alikuwa ananipeleka, anani hook up na very nice gigs, nafanya quotation. But then he really worked hard to ensure that I got some money. By the way, he made me rich when I was in Campo. He made me rich. Thanks to him, man. Thank you so much, Jeff. You are amazing. You were such an amazing teacher. You held my hand, man, and I will forever be grateful. And through that, he opened my mind in terms of working as an individual, working in terms of, just being professional in how I should conduct myself in the event I own a photography company. And, it was a lot, and I really thank him for that. So, nimemaliza shule, now I'm done with school, and I still have my camera. I'm still doing gigs, I'm still doing weddings, I'm still doing baby showers. But I was a photographer for quite some time. I'm still doing baby showers, I'm still doing weddings. My friends are calling me to help them because nilikuwa na camera, so I wasn't sikuwa like what will I say it? I wasn't a liability. People used to see me as an asset. So nilikuwa hot cake hiyo time. Na camera ikuwa cheap. And thank God, oh God, mom, you are my hero. You will forever be my hero, And my mom bought me a camera then. So, nimeendelea tu na life. I'm doing my gigs hapa kule. I'm trying to do my projo, nini, trying to wind up college and stuff. And after college, so now Jeff was like, now you're done, now what are you going to do? At least you have a camera. If I hear something, I'm going to tell you, and that kind of thing. So he used to call me by the way, naenda na tutor watu over short courses wakati watu wako on long holiday. So that also made me some money. So this is just like setting the pace for you to know how I started to be an entrepreneur. So fast forward to after college, Jeff gets another deal. He's called by a producer of a certain production, of a certain media house. He's like, we need interns. Do you have any? You can refer to us. Jeff gives out my number because they wanted a boy and a girl. No, they wanted two. They didn't care about the gender. Hiyo ilikuwa the first one. So they wanted two. So of course classmate wangu na mimi tukaenda. Of course I got the job. By there I used to be. Nilikuwa more aggressive. Sijaanza kuwa more aggressive sahi. Mimi, if we ever went to an interview, I used to ace. Me. I had done my homework. Like it was, man, I aced the interview is all I can say, and I got the job. And that was now my second job. When I went to that job, of course I was an intern. Imagine, in a month's time, they started giving me kazi yenye inaweza enda kwa on air, you know. And that was a big deal for someone who was an intern. But I'm so grateful for my colleagues. Mazee, kina Lee, kina Odette, Nani, Biko, you guys. Ben, you guys, I miss you. And Cliff, who is late. By the way, Cliff died. May his soul rest in peace. So yeah, I mean, it was such an amazing time. It was really such an amazing time to work in that environment. It was very toxic, but in one way or the other, tulikuwa tunaweza kujisaidia, you know, like as colleagues, you know, there's just that comrade power, your colleagues, especially if your colleagues are cool peeps, you know what I mean? Yeah, so nimemaliza, nimefanya hiyo job, nimepata. I'm a good girl, I'm working so hard, I'm getting my 15 Gs. By the way, time nilikuwa nalipa 15 Gs. 15 Gs. Ile ya NGO ilikuwa, I wasn't getting paid. Nilikuwa nalipwa tukienda gig. No, that's like commission based. But this one nilikuwa on a 15K stipend, which was good because mimi sikuwa nalipa rent, nilikuwa nakaa hostel bado, ama sijui nilikuwa nakaa Rongai, hata sikumbuki, whatever. Yeah, so nimemaliza kampo, nimeingia hii internship na hope ndapata job. Media house inaanza kukua in shambles, producer anaanza utiaji, she starts saying ati I'm hitting on sijui nonsense mingi. Nika resign, nikaandika resignation letter, nikasema screw this, pay me for the days that nimefanya kazi hapa, I'm done with this job. Nikadampa watu, nika move on back to the job market. You know, I mean, this is Diana, nimezoea ku get my gigs, mnani show. If anything, I can just go back to where I interned na watanipea job. You know what I'm saying? So it happened that time enye nilikuwa nirudi back to Filamu Juani, hawakuwa where they were anymore, and they were also trying to, walikuwa tu na issues, and they were trying to get everything in order, and so they couldn't take me at the time. So ndio hiyo mimi na apply my job nini, and then I get in touch with Pauline akaniambia, still there, now things are okay, you can come. Nikaenda, nikafanyiwa interview, nikapata hiyo job. I worked there for like 6 months without getting paid, by the way. Na nilikuwa natoka Juja. Nilikuwa natoka Juja na kazi iko wapi? Lavington. Showground sijui wapi. Yeah, so it was quite a hassle, but I managed, and I just needed the experience. No, umemaliza kampo una experience much, you need to write something on your CV. So I needed that. So unajua ni NGO, they were reliant on clients' work, they couldn't pay us, and wanafunzi wako na wengi. So I totally understood, because me hata kitu nilikuwa nataka hiyo time ni experience. But I have to tell you, nilikuwa nachukia kuamka hiyo mapema, but I knew I needed to do it so that at least nipate experience, something to write on my CV as I wait graduation. So ikafika mahali sasa I had to go back to school, nimalize project ndo ni graduate. After graduation, fast forward to graduation. After graduation, sema character development ya employment guy. See, funny, it's not even funny, and it was so hard to even secure a job. So many graduate, niko na kamera yangu, hizo photography gigs hazikuji as much. Watu wenye wanataka ni mabeshti wako na wanataka ufanye kazi ya free. Mazi, it was hectic. I remember I stayed in Rongai. Hiyo time nilikuwa nakaa Rongai. Life was hard. Mimi nilipigwa na depression. Guy. Hey, 2018, I will never forget. So at some point I had to go back home, ikabidi nimerudi back home because siwezi jitegemea anymore. Actually what happened was filamu Juani, they needed, walikuwa wana show fulani ilikuwa inaitwa, nimesahau the title of the show, but it was airing on Maisha Magic. So they contracted me for like 2 months, 3 months. Though they used to pay me at least, now it was clients' work, they were working for this, so at least they could pay me at the time. So I was put on Asalo and I used to do content creation for them. Content creation in the sense that I was promoting their content on social media. So I was like a social media manager. And I used to do the BTS, nakuja na edit, nafanya some funny clips, but it was a lot of work. Although it's gonna pay you much. But I understood because I was still a novice in my career. So you see, so fast forward, kazi imeisha, show imeacha kushutiwa, show imeisha, sina kazi, na kuna kazi inakuja. Maze siwezi lipa rent, siwezi lipa anything, I can't foot my bills, stress. Sasa hiyo sitaki kuambia madhe, juu mimi sitaki kurudi home, madhe atanikazia, sitakuwa na freedom nini, ilibidi nimeze kiburi yangu. Nirudi nyumbani. It was so hard. It was so hard. Guy, kaa kwa mama yako, okay? If you have a chance to stay at your mother's, please do. Because, bro, usidanganya tu kuinje, life is gonna be smooth. Utapata freedom. Lakini hiyo freedom utakuwa unashinda kwa nyumba kwa sababu una pesa ya kwenda mahali. Ukitoka tu hivi nje, 2000 imeshatumika na unango. So, to you campus going kids, if you can stay at your mom's house, imagine take advantage. Trust me, paka saa hii nakaa kwetu. Sina pressure. Anyway, so nimemaliza kampo and now I need to secure another job. It's not paying, it's not coming through. My camera imekaa tu hapo, hainisaidii. Yaani unashindwa niuze hii camera nifanye nini? Hey, stress. So ikabidi nimerudi back home. So I went back home. My mom took me back. Maze, thank God for moms, man. Me hata sijui. I am so grateful and I am very blessed. And I will forever be grateful for my mother, I will forever be grateful for my mom. Because maze kama si mave, mi hata sijui. I don't even know ningefanya nini. Probably I don't even want to think. Yeah, so after nimerudi home, sasa depression ikani slap a good one. Kwa sababu nimerudi home, mamangu amenipeleka shule, amelipa campus pesa hiyo yote, mimi nikuje kukaanga nyumbani. So it was a bit hectic. So of course wale colleagues wangu, colleague wangu mmoja alikuwa anaitwa Lee. So Lee amesikia kuna job fulani, kuna TV station inafunguliwa na inaweza tupea doni nini. So Lia akani-invite, akaniambia mazee wase wanaitwa interview kuja. So mimi nikaenda interview. Kufanya interview nikapata job. Venye nilipata job, wacha huyo mzaya to stress. Ilikuwa Sasa TV. Sasa TV nilikuwa nalipwa ngirimbao, lakini silipi rent, silipi all things, alafu station iko tao. So that was, at least, ilikuwa inanisaidia bedhi hiyo do. Ilikuwa inanisaidia, lakini hiyo pesa huyo mzee alikuwa anatulipa tokens, stipends. Unapata leo amekulipa 2k, kesho amekulipa 5k, hata hiyo ndio mshahara. Ukimuuliza mshahara iko wapi at the end of the month, anakuambia si wewe jana nilikupea 2000. Huyo mzee alikuwa anatumess up. It was so crazy, like, man, mimi nilikuwa nahurumia kina Lee because them they had rent to pay, they had maybe people to feed. Na mimi niko tu hapo nacheka tu because mimi nikipo hii 5k hiyo ni fair the whole month, nacheki. Anyway, the whole month. But then if you give them now 5 Gs, surely atabuy food, atalipa rent, ama atafanya nini na 5,000. Me, I didn't need much because food mother alikuwa na buy, yani sikuwa na buy anything kwa hao. So that was really like, it's really like ilikuwa a plus for me. So me hata ungenilipa 30k ama 20k. Okay, at least 20k ilikuwa consoling. I remember. So I was saying, nini video imejikata by itself. I was saying, there's a time mother aliniambia Dana, So kaitu hapa nitakuwa nakulipa 20,000 ndo unamkianga hii mapema yote. Ndio namkianga hii mapema yote. And I'm like, mom sanda fanya nini? Nitaka hapa nikidu nini, you know. China hapa nimewatch my movie, you know, and I want to grow, you know. By the mimi, if I'm somewhere and I'm not growing, I always like nakwanga tu na stress. So I want to feel challenged. I want to feel like I'm growing. I want to feel like I'm making money. Unajua, like, nimezoea kukua upbeat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, mamangu akaniambia wewe fanya hivi, achana na hii kazi, kaa huko mimi nitakuwa nakulipa. So I thought about that. Of course, I can't manage atakuwa analipa, but she was just telling me that she just look for another alternative. I mean, get another job, you know. Jobs zenye nilikuwa napata zilikuwa mbali na kwetu. Kwetu ilikuwa Juja at the time wazee. And if you know Juja, it's quite far from Tao. That's like 45 minutes away. Unajua venye ni mbali. You know, so jobs zenye mimi nilikuwa napata zilikuwa mbali na Juja. Nilikuwa na prefer tu kitu yenye iko Tao, cause Tao nitafika nichukue tu just 1 ma 3 na nirudi na moja. I don't have to take sijui how many ma 3s. So nimeachana na job kwa nganga, and now I'm looking for the way forward. I'm trying to apply jobs huku na kule, lakini azivani. Nimerudi back to the rat ya 2018 yenye nilikuwa depressed, sina job, sina anything, na feel useless. Nimeenda kampo, madhe work hard, amenilipia, but still I have nothing to show for it. So me, I've been just animeka tu kwa hao. I'm sending out my CVs, I'm sending out my CVs left, right and center, and hey, job haipatikani. So nikamwambia mom, you know what mom, wacha ni venture into business. Since niko na camera, naweza fanyanga hizo gigs za weekend na nipate pia chance ya kuza something else yenye na keep from Monday to Friday. Saturday na Sunday nikipata ma gigs za Friday na Saturday nikipata ma gigs za photography ndakwanda I'll be going. So mimi nimeamua, nimeandika ka proposal hapo, nimetry ku draft, nimeandika 1 the things that I'm going to think vitu nafikiria zinaweza nisaidia nikiuza and that kind of thing. Nikaanza kuuza makladi. I started selling clothes for guys. I'm trying to speak English for those who do not understand Kiswahili. Yeah, so I started selling clothes and I used to make money. Lakini dana anajua ku make money. Hajui. Anajua ku make money, but it's the preservation of capital that she doesn't know. She gets money, she uses it to make nails, she makes her hair, you know, and this is such a young business. This business is barely 2 months. Na uko hapo hata mwezi lisha. So week 1 nime market. Kumarket nayo najua, nilienda shule for that. PR ni kakali. It's good business, it's good pants nini. Nimechacha friends wangu, nimewapelekea manguo nini, wamebai, nimepata do. Lakini do inakuja ikitoka juu niko na so many expenses zenye hata sikuwa naelewa zinatoka wapi. So unapata by the time I'm going to buy another stock, sina pesa, sina. So niko like, mom, nitopia up. Niko na 7,000, nilimake kama 20k, but all I have is 7,000. So mom, niko na 7,000, I need like an extra 5. Please nisaidie niende nifanye nini? Ongeze stock. Nimepewa pesa, nimeenda nimeongeza stock, nimekula pesa tena. Siwezi tisha madhi. Sasa lazima nijikaze ninunue hiyo stock ya hiyo pesa yenye niko nayo ndo nipate a double. I'm telling you, financial management ilikuwa inanipiga chenga. Hata sahi inanipiga chenga, but I'm wiser and better. So mimi struggle na financial management hapo basic anguka, cause man siwezi nakula hadi stock. Dada, you know, nakula hadi stock. Like there is no way now my mom can help me. Nikaachana nikasema business ngumu, acha nirudi wapi? Employment. I went back to employment. Nikafanya kazi, I can't remember nilirudi wapi, hata hiyo memory sikumbuke. I can't remember where I went to work, but nilienda kufanya kazi tough still kwa Muhindi. Where if you've never worked na Muhindi, mazee hata usiwaitamani. Those guys are ruthless. Those guys are wicked. Wametoka hell hao watu. Sorry to say. Shoot me if you can. Hao wase wanakuanga wabaya. Kai, they're so bad. As bosses. Hey, sips my water. Usiwahi taka kuwork na Muhindi, especially if you're an African. Do not. Do. Kai. Okay, they are ruthless. They treat you like a slave. Yeah, in this 2022, you're out there being treated like a slave. Crazy, right? So, mimi nikafanya kazi kwa Muhindi, kanishinda. Nilifanya kazi after probation yangu imeisha nikawa dump. Diana na kuacha kazi. Yeah, I think it's only in Filamujwani that I worked for over 6 months. That was a long time. So employment was never really for me. Nilikuwa na try biz, naacha biz, naenda employment, natoka employment, naacha biz. And then I've always been that person mwenye ako on track na biashara. Like I really like making my own money in my own terms, rather on my own terms. And I really admired that. And I thank God for Jeff because I was introduced to business when I was still in campus. And, I made my own money and I was proud of myself. And, I knew my worth and I could just ask for whatever money I want. Kama utaki shauri yako, mi sikubembelezi, mi ndo photographer bomas right now. So we jipange, And I'm really grateful. And also I'm grateful to my mom who held my hand. Zile time zenye nampigianga simu namwambia mazee madhi busy ko chini nitumie hata kama ni asante na nitumia do. Na nashukuru sana because without her support, by the way, sijui kama ningekuwa na celebrate a whole year of entrepreneurship. I would not. Because she's held my hand. She's yani nime learn from her bookkeeping. Amekuwa keep tabs na biashara yake. Sometimes anajinyima. And these are things I did not learn. Nilikuwa tu na learn like unconsciously through what she's doing in her business. And I used to see her ametoka kazi amekuja ameandika hiyo hesabu amefanya. And I was so good with my books. But expenses zangu zilikuwa too much. By the way, misiji kujinyima. Haki. Kama sahi, ndo na learn niko like, Diana, your nails can wait. Your hair can wait. You need to get your business in order first. Unajua? But before I was like, hey, mimi nikae raggedy hapa na nafanya biashara. Watu watasema mimi ni maskini, you know what I'm saying? But I think as you grow older, that does not bug you anymore and you don't even care, So I want to tell you that I am really proud of myself. It's been a year and my business may grow. Nilianza na studio and right now I can confidently look at you in the eye and tell you I have a freaking 3-bedroom house in Langata. For BNB, by the way. I'll shoot a video, but it just come together the way tunataka, but a few things here and there, and then once it's completely ready, I will unleash it to you. But yeah, that has been my journey with business, with employment, and I am so grateful for the milestones. And this is such a big milestone for me, and I am so proud of myself. But most importantly, I'm thankful to the heavens. Because man, it's been sweat and blood. It's been really difficult to just be able to sustain the business. Unajua, parks kwanza the last 3 months imekuwa hectic. June, July, na this August. Hey, business owner, sebu niambie mmekuwa mkisurvive aje. With this tension of elections, do you what? It's been crazy. It's really been crazy. But I am here to celebrate a whooping anniversary for my business. And I am so proud of myself and I am really glad that nime come this far. And this is to encourage you. You all start somewhere. We all start somewhere. Like, maze, usione apati na nini, na share pics huku za BNB, na nini. ati venye busy imekwanga sijui ikithrive. Well, imekuwa ikithrive, that's for sure, but imekuwa pia na ups and downs zake. And for everyone who's held my hand, for my friends, for my mom, for my partner, I am so grateful, because imagine singe make it this far had it been for you guys. And also to my beautiful, beautiful clients. How can I forget my clients? Same as Wasiwango. They showed up, they corrected me, they criticized me when my business was a bit shady. You know, like people when you're kujenga, and that's what you need. That's what you need. And your client is king. Always remember that. Client is king. And yeah, that was a story time. I've never done story time here. Hey, I feel like nimeongea for long. Sijui nakata this into 2 pieces. I don't know. Into 2 videos. I don't know. But while I edit, I'll see. But guys, tell me your experiences as entrepreneurs. If you're an employment person, tell me. If you are an entrepreneur till you die like me, pia uniambie. Just let me know. Let me know how everything works out. Well, let me know what really works out for you, because I would really want to know. And yeah, so sometimes ukiona huku nje mtu anajongelesha, by the way, yeye ndiye CEO, yeye ndiye accountant, yeye ndiye operations manager, yeye ndiye business development person. Kwa hivyo tu waache. Just leave us alone. Let us have our meetings with ourselves. Hey, perks of entrepreneurship. Simchezo. So if you really are looking to be an entrepreneur here, I would also like to know. Then come to the DMs. Also, let's interact on the socials, by the way. On Instagram, I go by Diane Jerry. Diane_Jerry. Jerry with NJERY. DIANE. Diane Jerry. So Diane_Jerry. On Twitter, you can find me at Diane Brooks. On TikTok, I am at Diane Brooks _2. And let's interact. On Facebook, I'm just Diane Brooks. And let's interact on Facebook, Instagram, on the socials, man. Let me know. Are you an entrepreneur till you die, or you are forever an employment person? Because me, employment by the Nishina. Mimi ni amkange siji kai bedhi. When I was a filmmaker, the call times were crazy. It wasn't even funny. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for staying through all this story time, because this story, by the way, I just stay for your story time because I didn't think I was a good storyteller. I hope I did well as well. Yeah, so until next time, I'm gonna see you. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, a beautiful morning if you're watching this in the morning. And like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And let me hear from in the comments. Are you an entrepreneur? Ama wewe ni msewa employment till you die, you know? And if you're an entrepreneur, please shamelessly plug your business. I will tag you on Instagram. I do not care. I am here to support you. Tag your business. Leave me a comment, tell me leave me your IG. I will follow you. I will share on my stories, whatever it is. Let's grow each other. Because moja ni nguvu. And without the help of everyone around me, without the help of my support system, I wouldn't be here. Really. So thank you so much, and cheers, man. Cheers to najua tuna cheers na maji. Maybe in a week or so, maybe tutakuja to pop champagne. Yeah, when things are smooth, because this election just screwed things over for businesses, by the way. It really did. Okay, that's my cue to live. Love and light. So I have to love you and leave you. It's been real. I love you.